worry. We're not going anywhere ever. We've been around for 8 years. Can you believe it? I am Jessica Koch and I am your host. And this is Profound Professionals. It is the show that has been globally bringing you almost 1,000 industry experts from across the world that improve your personal life and grow your business. Today we have the beautiful, the brilliant, the bold, the powerful. We have Danielle. She is a voice and a speaking coach, a voice and speaking coach. So, la 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 la, maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Or maybe just how to project it and how to pause and breathe and express yourself in a way that you're well received and actually heard and listened to. She helps entrepreneurs express their message with joy and confidence. I'm so short of all these things. Now, Danielle, to my show.
Jessica, you are the most fun ever. I'm so happy to be here.
A little biased, but totally love my show. And all of our guests and all of you out there watching, following, sharing, and liking, you're our heroes. We love you lots. So please give us some love and share it out there because you just don't know how it might change your world or someone you'll never meet, but you'll have been their hero because they need to hear this message. They need to know what's going on this show and with Danielle. So tell us, how did you become this voice, this joy expression coach?
It was almost by accident, let me tell you. I I fell in love with the theater when I was very, very young, when I was about 4 years
Mm.
old. And I was like, I'm going to be a theater actor. But part of my journey was that I discovered I really hated my voice. And we would do all these voice, exercises and stuff. But I kind of sounded like this because I grew up in South Africa as well. And I had this really kind of flat accent. And it was really, I hated listening to my voice. And I hated expressing myself. And every time I opened my mouth, I would get myself in trouble. And
Mm.
I felt like my voice was my enemy for most of my
Mhm.
life. But fortunately, I was in love with acting. And it was only much later, actually, only when I did my master's in acting in the
Mm.
UK, that I discovered the work of a lady named Kristen Linklater. And
Mm.
she brought voice to North America in the 60s, and she wrote the book. And we'll talk about that later. But
Okay.
her whole pedagogy is around connecting to the beautiful, powerful, expressive voice that you were born with. Because we are all born with these beautiful voices, but when we're very, 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 very young, we get punished or ridiculed out of it.
Mhm. Seen
And
and
we
not
learn,
heard.
yeah, exactly, be seen and not heard, or you're so stupid, or
Mhm.
don't say that, or don't do that, or don't have a temper tantrum in the grocery store.
Well, I was
We
in
get
theater in
punished.
high school and chorus, so you know, stand up tall and straight and speak with your diaphragm and project was things I grew up with. So I was very lucky.
Yeah, and those are really important things. One of the things that I was missing, and I had those kind of project and all that, but one of the things that I was missing was how to connect to your true self and
Mm.
express that, and to get rid of all these bad habits that are getting in your
Mhm.
way and allow yourself to connect to your true voice and express your true voice. So that work really changed my life. So when I
That's
decided
deep
not to
work.
become,
That's really
that's
deep work.
so deep, it
I'm
changed
51 and
my life.
fabulous, and I am still discovering the new version of me that is coming. There's new versions of me coming. I am transforming as we speak. I'm doing lots of transitional moving parts in my business and in my world and in my life. And they're all beautiful and wonderful and sing together. And I think that actually, if you paid attention, like gears in a clock, when you can see those gears moving, that's kind of how our life works. We're constantly transitioning to be
Absolutely.
the version of ourselves that we were meant to be at that moment. Because I've been living
100%.
my best life for so many years. I can't even tell you I'm one of those lucky ones, but my best life is taking another notch in the gear right now and shifting a bit more. And it's just a fun dance when you learn how to play with it.
Well, you don't want to stay the same. How boring would that be? We want to keep growing. We want to keep evolving, and we want to do it in a way that's integrous to ourselves. And
Mhm.
that I think is the big thing is to not be trying to pretend to be someone else or not let other people decide who we are, but to be the full, transparent expression of who we are. And so that now that's what I do. Now that's what
And
I
let
do. I
it be
help
fun
people.
and fabulous, not
Yes,
frightening or scary. So let it be fun and fabulous because it just it changes a guarantee. If you're not
absolutely.
changing, your lights out.
Well, and if you're scared, that's just a sign that it's important to you. It's just a sign that it's close to your heart, it's close to your identity, and that's a good thing. Fear isn't something to be scared of.
No, I have a talk. I have a talk that's called The Positive Side of Fear. So
Yeah,
I'm
excellent.
totally, totally there. Hey, what kinds of people are coming your way? What kinds of clients? Is it, executive leaders of Fortune 1000? Is it solopreneurs? Is it authors, speakers? Is it small business owners, entrepreneurs? Who's coming your way with this challenge?
Speakers mostly. So my kind of speciality is newer speakers because I love to work with that fear. I love to help them transform it. But I also work
Mhm,
with, people who've been speaking internationally for a long time and helping them polish things. But people who represent themselves in an authentic way. So when
mhm,
you're the face of your business, you're the voice of your business, you want to go out there and spread your message and make a change.
mhm,
Those are the type of people I'm interested in, the
mhm.
passionate speakers. Yeah.
Yay. Now, how are you helping them? Or is it one-on-one? Is there a group thing? Is there an online course? Is there in person? Is it all virtual? What's the stuff that's happening in your world?
Right now, it's all virtual because I'm a
Mhm.
digital nomad. I will be doing in-person retreats maybe in about a year or two, but it's all virtual, one-on-one and in the group, depending on what your needs are. Each speaker is
Mhm.
different. So if you need kind of an overall training, then group training is the best because you got to speak in public to get better at public speaking. You know what I mean?
Yay.
One-on-ones doesn't always help you. But if you've got a TED Talk coming up in 2 weeks, that's definitely one-on-one training. So it depends. There's a combination of both, but it's all online and
Mhm.
uh and it's really fun is what
Mhm.
it is.
Well, that's great. So where can they find you? Website, social media? Give us some addresses and places they could find you.
Everywhere, all of the things. My website is theinspiredspeaker.com.
Mm.
So that's the best place to find me because on that website you will find a button to book me for a call. And that's the nicest thing to do. It's let's just connect. Let's talk human to
Yes.
human. Let's do it. It's be online, of course, but
Hmm.
face to face, online. Let's talk and connect and it's much easier. You can of course find me on all the socials. My name is quite uniquely spelled with the Z. Benzon, so it's
Hmm.
Danielle Benson. So I'm easy to find. But go to theinspiredspeaker.com, and if you go to theinspiredspeaker.com/gift, there's something special there for you.
So it says the, so THE. So
Mm,
the or the, depending on where you are in the world or what you think it is, potato, patata. So theinspiredspeaker.com. So
correct.
theinspiredspeaker.com. However you choose to interpret that, it will take you to the same address.
Hmm.
Great. So give us a tip, something we can do as speakers that will really change things for us.
Well, it's funny, you kind of stole my tip at the beginning. My tip is for most people, we focus so much on the out breath, we
Mm.
forget to breathe in first. You gotta breathe in first. Breathe in
I
all the
love
way down to your
breathing.
belly and your pelvic floor. Use your lower back to breathe.
Mm.
And breathing in replenishes you, it rejuvenates you, it relaxes you, it revitalizes you, and it gives you the
Mm.
energy that you need to say what you want to say. If you put $5 of gas in your car, you're not going very far. It's the same with your
No.
breath. You got to bring in a
Mhm.
nice big breath, and then you've got lots of energy and expression to say what you want to say. And breathe often. Breathe
I'm
all
going
the
to
time.
give away something. I'm going to give away one of my secrets. I'm not a death by PowerPoint kind of person, but when I have to do virtual talks and sometimes when I have to do in person, there's a few slides with a few words or a couple of pictures that'll make you do that. But the very first slide after the cover slide is always this picture of this woman doing this.
Oh,
And
yes.
is all
Mm.
across. And I do that on the stage and in my presentation, and I have everyone else do it. Because a couple of things happen. First of all, you just did something together. So you just united yourself with the audience. You
Mm.
relax and when you open up your arms like this, and I get them to do that too without smacking their neighbor too hard when you're in person. And I get them to do that because I tell them, okay, now open yourself up for all
Mm.
of the information and the energy and the knowledge and the new ways to look at things that you're going to receive in this talk and be inspired. And
Oh,
when
I
you
love it.
do that, you just transform the relationship you're building with your audience, whether virtual or in
Mhm.
person. So my second slide says,
I love it.
The
That's
deep
beautiful.
breath. Always breathe.
Love
I
it.
love that breathing tip. Okay.
So important.
Now, we have been running this show for 8 years, and every show we want to be someone's hero. And one of the ways to do that is spreading awareness about the great things that are happening in our globe. OMG, there are good things happening out there. Lots of good things. We hear all the other stuff, but good stuff is happening. Good causes exist. So we want to inspire someone to give time, treasure, or talent to a cause that someone types right now. You watching out there, type them in the chat, all the causes you love and care about. Hit the share button so we can inspire someone. Or maybe they'll love the one that Danielle shares. Or maybe they'll just go, oh my gosh, I have one I love. I just need to check on them. I haven't talked to them in a while. And they'll go give time, treasure, or talent and do something good because we inspired them to do so. How many wins is that? It's just so many. So tell us a cause you care about.
I am so passionate about bringing theater to at-risk youth. Theater literally saved my life more than once, and
Mm,
I think when you can bring kids together and they can work on a project like Shakespeare or whatever, if they when they get to do that, it can really it can save lives.
yes, yes. And at risk or other, man,
Yeah.
youth of all kinds and in all ways really can achieve more confidence. And confidence is the one piece that, whether you're a child or an adult, will really make a difference in the kind of life you live. You know, um,
And
yeah,
community.
yeah, love yourself like you and have be your best cheerleader, and the world you're living will totally change. I have been with my hot hunky husband for 26 years, and it has been a healthy healing relationship, and in which in the very beginning years I learned I really love me. And because I love me, I've been able to love my husband, my children, my community, my world, the my life mission, the legacy I plan on leaving behind that bursts with joy and support long after this physical energy, Jesse, is still here. And so that's what I want for everyone.
Aw, that's
That's what I
beautiful.
want for everyone. So I love that cause you care about, because confidence is key, key, key. All right. Speaking of typing, stretch those fingers. You're not done putting things in the comments yet. Put the book that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business. Or if you're an author, throw that in there too. Because when someone hits that share button, they just might find the book you wrote or be inspired and transformed because you shared a book that is just the book they needed to hear about today. So, what's a book that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business? I know you said you had
Can I
seven.
share two? Can I share two? Can I share two?
You can share too.
Okay, the first one I think everyone should read. It's a workbook. It's exercise book. It's
Yay.
called Freeing the Natural Voice by
Okay.
a lady named Kristen Linklater, who most of my work is based on her work, and it is so beautiful. It's about reconnecting to yourself, to a sense of play, understanding how your voice works. It's your instrument works. It's beautiful.
Mm,
Another book that I absolutely love is The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield.
hmm.
It's a very thin book, it's a short read, but he talks about a creative person's relationship to resistance and fear, and that changed my life, the way that I look at things that I find intimidating. Both of those books, just I have multiple copies.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. I haven't heard of either of those. I love them getting
Oh.
filled with new books. That's one of the reasons I have that line in there. It was a very selfish reason. I'm sharing all of with all of you too. Okay, you guys get benefit. It's about the community, I swear. But I am a book lover, and I'm constantly like, "What's the greatest
Mhm.
book you ever read?" And so I like, oh, we got to keep that in the podcast because I need to know. It's
I'm a literature geek. I could talk your ear off about books forever.
I love books. But let's talk about, instead of a book, let's talk about your free gift. Give us a little more details. You teased us a little. So what's the rest of that?
Yeah, so one of the biggest challenges that speakers have, you may or may not be surprised, is often stage fright, fear, this big intimidation of getting up and speaking in front of people. So my exercise is a combo exercise. The first half is all about grounding your nerves, bringing them into your body, transforming them into energy, because that's really all nerves are. It's just
Mhm.
energy. So, how to use that to your advantage. And then the second part of the exercise is how to connect that energy to your voice so that it comes out beautiful and strong, how to project, how to really connect to yourself as you speak. So, it's a combo exercise of how to ground those nerves, bring them down, and then how to express that energy out so that you're reaching your audience. And it's theinspiredspeaker.com/gift.
All right, that you're turning that fear into stage fuel. So not stage fright, but stage fuel. I
Yeah,
love
stage
that.
joy.
I
Yeah.
love that. Stage joy. Stage
Hmm.
joy is good. It has been so fun to have you on my show today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself.
I've had an amazing time. Thank you so much, Jessica.
And if you're out there thinking, wait, I have a free gift, I have things to give people, I could inspire someone's personal life. How do I get on this show? How do I help people grow their businesses and share my books and all of the things I'm up to in the world? Well, you just reach out to us in our team. It's not that hard, and we'll tell you just how to do it. So, as we go, I'm not going to leave without asking our guests for one more final thought, a piece of information, inspire us, inspiration as we go.
I think I'm gonna add on to that breathe in idea. And I'm gonna say breathe in often. You
Mm.
don't need to hold your whole sentence in your head. The more often you breathe, the more you revitalize, the more energy you bring in. So every 3 to 5 words is actually the ideal amount of time you want to be breathing. Grammar was invented after breath. I promise. Grammar was invented way, 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 way later. So don't try and be like the comma, like, oh, I must stick to the commas and the periods. Throw those out and just breathe as often as you can. It will bring life and joy and relaxation to your voice.
I think she gave that tip just for me because I speak in paragraphs without breathing in between. But I think that's amazing. Breathe often. That's what I heard. This has been an amazing show, but don't ask me, ask everyone else because I am your host. So I'm a little biased. I am Jessica Koch, and this has been another Profound Professionals. And until next time, everybody, be kind to yourself out there and be kind to each other. Thanks so much.